Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling even after they've left. Other agents would kill to have clients like them. In fact, that might just be what's happening. Hello everyone and welcome back to 4pixels. Kimi and Kokoi here, and we have with us Buttons and Leifle from Cacophony of Games, and we are continuing the letter.
Yes! You're not connected this time?
Nah, I got control of my body back.
Okay, perfect.
Rose nods.
Oh, I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
That sassy look.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose.
Actually, her hand looks really weird there.
I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Or just an uncomfortable angle.
Yeah. Don't they have better things to spend money on?
Nah.
I'd haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place. Especially with the stories attached to it. Honestly though, maybe it's just because I've lived as I have, but if I ever did make it big, I'd still be so stingy and careful with my money, because you never know what could happen.
Yeah,
it's a thing though, with... okay, so... I have family members that are a lot better off, and they constantly brag about how much they spent on things.
Yeah, that's true.
So the more you spend, the better.
Also,
that said,
honestly, after Isabella handed them that letter, I would kind of just be like, well, your little salesperson there did try to scam. Yeah.
Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive the hefty commission after all. Nothing more.
Hefty commission.
Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signaling that she's heading back to them, and an unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. Really? Okay. In fact, having our boss sign the agreement is the easiest, since it puts him in a better mood to the entire office's relief. If the entire office is relieved by that, you know it's especially bad. Mom Hana calls me over the moment she notices my presence at the lounge door. Story updated. Wait.
Da-da-da.
Her lips are twisted in a frown. She doesn't seem particularly happy to see me, and I'm not surprised.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, wouldn't be. I almost created a scene.
Oh, I bet it's for a different reason, though.
Because you did something that was in no way implied in the decision we made. Mr. Wright, however.
Why, if it isn't a little Lily. I trust you're feeling well now.
I get the feeling that's what the frown's about.
Lily. I appreciate your concern. I'm feeling better now.
I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. Regardless, I hand him their copy of the agreement.
I believe I can take that. Thank you very much.
With how elegantly she plucks the papers off my hand, it's easy to think that there isn't any trace of irritation in her. But it is there, radiating in her stiff stance, in the way she's standing at a fair distance from her husband, and how the two look to be ignoring each other.
Ooh.
Seeing this scene, it soon becomes clear to me that I'm not the only one who has put her in a bad mood. Did they fight? Most probably. I've seen it happen dozens of times with my previous clients. It's a shame, especially with their new mansion. I never did like it when my own mama and papa fight. I hope they'll make up soon. Apparently satisfied with what she's seen, Mom Hana claps her hands together before extending it to us for a shake. Rose and I release the breath we've been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles it then? Are you really sure about this property, ma'am?
Isabella, no.
Isabella, no!
I'll easily find you a bigger one on your current listings. Something with a modern touch?
Something
Isabella, shut up!
Something not haunted, perhaps?
Shut up!
Rose shoots me a warning glance that clearly says, "Don't make a scene, we're almost there."
Of course, why wouldn't
You
I
sell them
be?
the thing.
The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
Well, in all fairness, she's being pretty damn altruistic to worry for their welfare at the cost of losing this all.
A helicopter
Nah.
would be a nice addition.
Oh my god. Just shut up.
Yes,
You can
well,
probably
we'll get
steal
there
one.
eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately. Shame she didn't have it.
Ouch.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan after all. You know how much thought should be put into those things.
There are servants for that, darling.
Love, servants or not, you're going to make people listen to your input nonetheless. No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course.
Oh, God.
You can leave it to us.
Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, and before we forget,
She discreetly folds something into both our hands and winks, a finger raised to her lips demanding our silence.
what
Okay.
happened the day before was quite
Oh.
unfortunate. But you did get us what we wanted in the end.
Oh, well, there's confirmation. England.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
At the very least, is commendable.
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
She smiles sweetly, like this is simply the most normal thing to do in the world.
Oh, before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house. You can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Certainly, ma'am.
Yes.
We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling even after they've left. Other agents would kill to have clients like them. In fact, that might just be what's happening. A part of me feels lucky about the fact. No lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talk, signatures, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done.
so I've
Okay,
made
but
an observation about what's her face, Hannah,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if it's intentional or not.
What is it?
Yeah.
So her necklace reminds me a lot of the one that's in that Titanic movie that everybody
Mhm.
loved when we were
Oh,
growing
like
up.
the Heart of the Sea or something like that.
The
Yeah.
Blue Hope Diamond.
hmm That one, it's supposed to be like super ritzy and expensive, but the whole like shtick about it is that it's like a true love sort of thing.
Oh.
So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that's going to come back at all, if that's even a deliberate illusion, or if they just gave her like a big gaudy jewel to give her a big gaudy jewel.
I'm thinking of the latter for now. But I didn't really notice the
I'll have to
necklace
see.
that much. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
It's really big. How didn't you
yeah,
see
I did, because it's kind of hard to miss.
I'm reading, that's why.
I mean, in comparison to her boobs, though, it would be really easy to miss. Like,
Oh my god.
The other part, a second ago, we sold a haunted property to 2 innocent clients.
I doubt they are innocent.
Sure, the
Yeah.
commission's big. Big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization. Big enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schooling. Heck, it'll keep me away from my instant noodle diet for months. I don't have to go back to the mansion as well once the deal has been closed, much to my sanity's relief. But knowing that something's in there, and we gave it to the good couple despite that... Oh, Isabella, the things you do to sell a house and get money. Papa won't be happy with that. At least I have good news to tell them next time I call home. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
Well,
Yay!
something. So how does it feel?
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus, too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
Never mind that it's fully
That it's what?
Not everything, of course.
that it is.
Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
I said never mind that it's completely illegal.
Oh.
Listen here,
It's money.
Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
She slings an arm over my shoulders and leans in closer to my ear, as though she's about to share a big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
I don't get it.
That's pretty straightforward.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food.
But you guys
Did
have
say
to
the
seek
last
that.
one some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me. But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
She quickly
Hello?
removes herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. They sounded Chilean. Nothing surprising there. She's one of BRC's top agents, no matter how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it.
We noticed.
Of course, I learned. Eventually. I had to. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once, though, in a drunken stupor, Rose told me a story of what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young and brimming with yet-to-be-fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Out
Wow.
of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further. But perhaps it's where the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives, of goals we both let pass by us because of circumstances we're in.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
New client?
Reassigned. Have you heard from Mark at all?
He's dead.
Not since the first visit
Yep.
to the mansion.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
Defo dead.
Sorry, Mark.
Why? No news from the HR yet?
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away.
Mm-hmm.
I
Dead.
doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows? Anyway, I've
He
got
dead.
to meet this one. I'll see you later.
She throws a wave
She
over
did.
her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for a much-needed break.
Wait, is lunchtime bells a thing?
Oh.
I've never been at a workplace
Not
that
here.
had one.
I was going to say, that is a completely foreign concept to me.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't know. Like when I work in in the call center, the Lord Supervisor will just go like break, going around.
Huh.
Must be so great for the clients on the other end of the phone when you're, on the phone with them. And it's just like, they hear in the background, break!
And then just a click of the phone and the hang up.
Like, sorry, I'm mandated to go on this break. I cannot break that rule. Sorry, bye.
It's so
Man, I got some
heart-wrenching for
horror
me.
stories. I got some horror stories about clients not believing fire drills and shit.
Oh, jeez.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sucks.
I'm not surprised, though.
Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out. But oversleeping didn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today, if one considers taking an instant noodle cup from my pantry, packing your lunch. Time to make good on the promise I made to Becca, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash too? In the end, only Becca and Zach could come. Ash, on the other hand, couldn't be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail.
Fuck him then.
Is he dead?
He's at it
Yes.
again, right here today, gone the next. Oh well, his loss.
Pretty much.
We have agreed to meet at a nearby cafe, the same one I frequent with Becca because it's cheap and they give away free bread around closing time. I'm never saying no to free stuff.
Free stuff is the best.
Ooh, that is cute. Though that painting in the background's kind of creepy. What the fuck is that?
Starbucks.
Jesus. Oh, but look at these. I don't even like sweets all that much, but I just love looking at them. They're so pretty.
Look at that rainbow cupcake.
That one's mine. Coin.
I love baking sweets. I just never have, an event for them to do so.
Same.
So it's like, if I leave them all in the house, I will eat them all. That's not healthy.
Oh, look, we've got some
But
magical
you
girl
made- you
wands
made
back
them,
here.
One of these days I really need to make my shimmering liqueur cupcakes. I've been meaning to do that for a while.
Quaint.
The only thing I do in the kitchen is ramen
Oh, we are all so surprised.
and coffee
Ah,
alcohol.
balanced meal.
and alcohol.
Quaint. A little old-fashioned, though. Looks a wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it all the same. Much like the small building's facade, the interior carries an antiquated charm to it. Vintage art pieces and a row of shelves boasting an extensive collection of books cover the walls. It would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on a weekend, the place is still packed with people. That doesn't look packed.
There's only two people.
Oh.
Thankfully, Becca and Zach have already found seats and are engaged in some casual chatter when I arrive. It's strange seeing the two of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Sure, they talk when they meet, laugh at the same things when there's something funny, but there's distance, the kind born purely out of differing interests. That, or Zach's simply afraid of Becca. It's not impossible, and I won't blame him if he is.
Aw, suck.
He might be the tallest in our group, but everyone knows that it means nothing against Becca's temper. Even I am a little scared of her.
Zach! Becca!
Well, you seem to be in a better mood today. What happened? I know that smile, Belle. Come on, still.
Don't rush me. I'm still trying to find the proper words for this. Let's order food first, okay?
A waitress comes by to take our order. On a normal day, me and Becca will order a hearty serving of their special vegetarian stovies. Zach takes anything with a good helping of meat, sausages, or potatoes in it.
Oh, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Good man.
But today's a good day. Great, even. It's not wrong to indulge a little, right?
Today's special. For the three of us.
Even the person jotting down our order looks surprised at today's meal choice. She rates it nevertheless and leaves without a comment.
I wanna know.
Becca furrows her eyebrows, her mouth halfway open, ready to let loose what's likely a string of reprimands.
Don't worry. It's my treat.
The glare she sends my way reminds me of the one I received from Mama when I punched a kid bullying my younger brother 18 years ago. Naturally, I never did it again after she made me apologize the next day. But Becca's far from being my mom. A small, sheepish grin is enough to turn from that frown into a defeated sigh. Food arrives in the middle of a funny story from Zach, putting the rest of the conversation on hold as we are each served our order. It isn't anything fancy. Pan-roasted sea bass with citrus-dressed asparagus and a portion of mashed potatoes on the side. Or at least that's what the daily special board says.
Holy cow, that art is good.
Mm-hmm. I never did pay any attention to it whenever I came here, since they price whatever's written way above what I'm willing to spend on food on a single day.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry, I think I'm dying.
You're always hungry.
Hey!
Relatable.
Not all the time.
Let me guess. You skipped breakfast again.
Not on
Whoops.
purpose. I may have overslept by a few seconds today.
Right then. Stop stalling, Isabella. What's this about?
Let us say it, Rebecca. She wouldn't be inviting us out if it wasn't worth hearing out.
Well, we're waiting.
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
An expectant grin breaks out on my face, except...
I'm sorry, say that again.
And this is important because...
Becca only raises an eyebrow at me, while Zach appears like he didn't get the punchline to another lame joke Ash made, and is desperately searching for someone to explain it. Me. Oh, bummer. Maybe I should rephrase it. Yeah.
Ash is not here, so we should celebrate.
That's really funny.
It's cold.
Yeah, I don't think they'll like that if we say that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they're pretty close with him, so.
I'd go with the top one.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Okay, let me do that again.
Yay! We're recovering our relationship with Rebecca.
Slow and steady wins the race.
And we will go ahead and wrap this episode up right here. Thank you guys for joining
With the
us.
cliffhanger.
And see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.